Ben,
Go figure.
as a
I don't
handicap,
believe I did either.
as a handicap on, or for Justin, neither you, me, nor
Justin.
I, Jason, neither
Who's
you,
Justin?
Jason, neither you nor I can start an active war against him.
Okay.
If he hits us
He
on
has
the
to
other
fire the
hand,
first shot. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Nate's still free game, right?
you, me, and Nate are free
I'm going to
game.
bed. Good night.
See ya,
Hi,
Josh.
Josh.
Okay.
Get him, Jason. I know you can do it.
The hardest part.
So hard.
Where to start research. Every time gets me.
Yeah,
So
same.
many of them.
I always kind of forget certain things too. My first turn's gonna take the longest. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna say that.
Like,
now.
I always have a difficulty with this. Like, I don't know which tree I should be focusing on or going into when I play this game because they're changing so much.
Yeah.
This is an intricate game, huh?
It's pretty in depth, yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna wing it.
I
So many
also,
choices could totally just screw you over, so be careful.
will promise not to use the shotgun.
Okay.
That seems perfectly fair to me. Especially based on the fact that it slowed my end down so much last time I did that.
Yeah.
And somebody may have cried a little bit because he lost half of his planet.
Rip.
I don't know if that was me or somebody else.
That was Ben.
It hurt so bad.
So we're all playing our turns simultaneously. I don't have to wait for anything.
Pretty much. You have to wait for us to all finish our turns
All right.
before it plays out the match.
I'm sorry if I'm taking a while.
No, I'm too, Nate. Don't worry.
I haven't done
I was
anything.
picking
I
you.
was looking at things in the universe, and I didn't realize I wasn't waiting for anyone but myself.
Yeah, I was spending my whole time in that research tree until just now.
So, Jason, the one thing we should probably warn you to do is do not forget your infrastructure.
Okay.
It is
What?
very important that you build up your mining and your power resources.
All right.
And it's also very important that you realize that the nuclear power plant route is very much a double-edged sword.
It will give
It
you
puts
a
you
lot
on
of
a
power,
timer.
but it will
So
reduce
basically, if you
your
go
expense.
nuclear route, you have to fight fast because you're gonna lose all your resources in your
Oh,
planet.
I
faster.
see. I see.
And if you
Yeah.
look in the upper left corner of your screen, you'll see that
Yeah.
little blue planet. That's how much material you have left on your planet.
You can hover over it, and it should tell you how many turns you have left with the material and the resources being pulled from it.
As of right now, everyone should have over 500 turns left.
Yeah.
My turn is finished. I'm going to go finish making that coffee.
Thank you, Ben.
So, right now, all I can do is use my hammer stuff. And I've done stuff, now I don't have enough orange bar to do anything else.
Which would be power, yep.
So, that's it, right? I can't do anything, my turn's over?
You've selected your research.
No, what's that?
That would be the little beaker. You will click on
Beaker?
that, and it will open up a thing. And
Okay.
It's got a huge tech tree.
Yes.
So, right now you probably either want to go for techs that would boost your population or boost your research. There is a lot of
So here's the tip for you, Jason.
Yeah.
Each of your cities have a certain amount of upgrades they can hold
Yeah.
based off of your population. What's it called? Like landmarks. So you'll have, I think, 3 or 4 upgrades total.
Yeah.
You get through researching, but you can't actually apply to your cities unless you have the slots open. So one of the better routes to go is to research into population growth. So you could speed up the process of how fast you get research done, so you can get more research done in a turn to get further ahead in your research, to get the bigger stuff, to kill people faster.
Okay, so I have mass biochemical self-adjusting optics and gen cosmetics.
I think personally, I am going for the one immediately after self-adjusting optics first, but the other bet would be on the bottom one, like 3 or 4 text in. It will have 2 little greenhouses.
Okay, so you guys are talking about the icons on it.
Yes, I can't
Okay.
remember the name of it.
Okay, and so there's a bunch of icons. I see. Okay,
Or it's 2 little green people.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically-
I wasn't
I mean,
understanding what what the solar plant was. I'm like, what's a solar plant? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that
I get
produces
ya.
your power. The mines produce your blue bar, which is your minerals.
Oh, my cities are gonna be struggling. Sorry.
So I view the middle path as one you generally don't want to start off the game with,
oh, okay.
because that's all weaponry, and so you're going to be stunted on power, minerals, and population. So it's better to go either power minimal route or population route at the first like 4 or 5 turns.
Okay. I think
In
I'm
my
also.
opinion.
Alright, so now we simulate, which isn't going to be much for the first couple of turns. If you're in the sun view at the start of the thing, then you can actually see what everyone else has done so far.
Let's see. So now this is another turn, so I can do stuff.
Yep. So these icons on the top right that you have, the eye is your intelligence. You can build buildings that'll help you see what other planets have on the face of the planet, so you can kind of judge where your shots go.
Yeah, I was
And-
confused because when I clicked on that, I just went to someone else's planet, and I was like,
Yeah, on the bottom left, it'll have our names showing what the planets are and what
Oh.
intel you have on them.
so,
You
and
can
I
also
can't
build
see any.
counterintelligence. That
I see. So
also
I can't see
provides-
anything on them, and that's because I don't have any intelligence.
Yes,
I see. Okay.
you'll get to buildings later on in the game where you can see, and they can get to buildings that make it so you can't see. So it's a constant struggle of being able to see and not see. And then the target icon is when you start building weapons. That's the screen you want to click on to do all your attacks.
I see. And now what's this other move targeting view? Oh, it just toggles my view type.
Yeah.
On the intelligence screen, it shows 2 circles on the bottom beneath everyone's name. The
Yeah.
one on the left is what you can see of the person, and the circle on the right is what they can see of you.
Okay. Now, I have some things that I built last turn. I can't add to those. I can only build new ones.
You can upgrade your buildings. That is actually something you can do. If you click on the building that you built,
Yeah.
it will say like mine, it will give you HP and some other stuff, and then at the bottom there's these 2 plus boxes.
Okay.
There's some options, but you actually need to research some other stuff before that becomes useful or
I
becomes available.
And how do I do research stuff?
That's when you click on the beaker.
Oh,
and
I
you select
see.
something.
I see.
And each turn, it starts off on the top left. It'll tell you how much research you do per turn.
I see.
And as you progress, you can go into certain fields that'll actually increase how much research you do per turn,
I see. I
which
see.
can kind of speed up how fast you evolve and how fast you can get to certain points in the game.
It's not what I want to do, or no?
And I'm not sure if I appreciate that we're right next to each other.
Then it's whatever, okay, bro?
I know, and the
We won't
whatever's a
even
little
see
bit
it for a
scary.
while. Well, we're not technically right next to each other.
Yeah, technically there's this little tiny small planet in between us.
Yeah. The neutral zone.
Probably gonna need to build one anyways. So I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it.
The sad part is I am sandwiched between you and me.
And what were these buildings that I started with? These are just my.
Those are your cities.
Yeah.
If you lose your 3 cities, you are out of the game.
Oh, I see.
They also actually have more connection points than any other building. I think it's... I'm not sure if it always is 5 or it can go up to 5. I kind of forget on that one. But, there's more words. Those produce a limited number of research, those produce research based on population, a limited number of energy, and a limited number of minerals.
Alright, I think I'm done. I don't think I could do anything else. We'll see. So how can I tell? So I'm done. I don't know if everyone else is done. How can I tell if other people were done or not? And if everyone else wasn't done, can I go back in to do more?
Once you end turn, your turn is over. If you look at the bottom of the screen right now, right by that little up arrow, there are 4 dots. When those dots are whole, that means that person has ended their turn.
I see.
Alright, and here's another piece of information that is useful for you. If you look at a building, when you're in the build overview, at the bottom it will have a little yellow dot. The number of dots that it has available indicates how many, or the number of yellow dots there are indicates how many
things
it
can be
has available.
Yes.
So if I click on one of my cities, you mean?
If you
Oh, I
just
see. I
look
see.
at your
Yes,
city.
I see. I see. Yeah, I see what.
And you could also
Now-
select your non-cities and choose to connect or disconnect from others.
Now, a lot of my things are saying they're out of range. It just means they're physically too far away.
Yes.
I see.
You want them to link up for them to actually gain power and such.
I see. Okay, so I can do this one. Yes. Okay. Probably could have done that last time.
This is probably one of my favorite games, even though we don't play it that often.
I'm liking it so far. I mean, it's a lot to take in my first go, but
Yeah.
I do like it.
That
at
is
first pass.
also explicitly why I gave me and Ben that handicap, because we have played more games than everyone else.
Pretty much.
Okay, so now I can't build any more things.
Yeah, you've run out of either materials or power on your top left.
Okay,
It
but my
costs
turn just
two.
started, so I must have.
probably didn't generate that much last turn if your buildings weren't connected to, like, say, a power plant,
Which is
and they didn't generate anything.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah.
my
Power
plants
generated.
have to be connected to the cities?
Your plants
you
have to
don't-
be at least connected to the mines.
yes.
Oh.
Your city can act as kind of like a connecting hub, so it can connect to a lot of different buildings sometimes.
Oh, I made a big oops then.
You can sell buildings. I'm not sure what the resale value is on them because I haven't done it for a while.
If it is the turn that you built the building, then it is for full value. If it is after that, I think it goes down to 50%.
Yeah, I have to sell them though. I just have stuff all willy-nilly. I have nothing near anything. So I have a
you want
solar.
them at least
I have a
connect to a
solar
solar plant.
Yeah. Okay.
75%.
If you have your buildings connected to a city, I guess it helps the population grow faster.
Nice.
Which is something me and Ben just learned.
Yes, I didn't know about that before.
What?
Connecting buildings to cities helps your population grow faster than if
Yeah.
you just had all your buildings not connected to any city.
One of my cities is going to be struggling because it's only got one connector.
Oh,
That's just for now. As the population grows, the number of connections grow in your city.
Oh, I probably got to put something to it then.
That's all target 8 before he gets that.
Thanks.
Just kidding, right?
Yeah, I was thinking, just knowing that you guys talk about attacking, I thought, oh, I want my things far apart, so if they shoot at my planet, they won't hit all my stuff. And then I wasn't making any connections to the cities.
Yeah.
Apparently that was important.
I mean, you don't want to have all your things connected to one city. I try and spread them out between each of my cities.
Yeah, like I've got it all. I've got like one thing connected to each city now, which is probably better. So. Probably. All right. So these are going a lot faster now that I don't have any resources.
Right. The worst part about this game is the lack of any sort of instructions. So, like, the first time you play is just like so hard.
Well, there was a tutorial, but if I was playing it with like through a chat dialogue typey thing, then I probably would have read it a little bit more than I did.
Alright,
I know it's a bit early to be talking about it, Jason, but when you do end up getting into combat, we have 3 main types of weapons. We have kinetics, missiles, and energy.
Yeah.
Our energy weapons are straight line weapons. Our kinetics and missiles are ballistic. So you do actually have to take into consideration what planets are moving which way.
Yeah.
The railguns are just going to be blind fire. The missiles are going to be targeted.
Okay.
It will make a lot more sense when we actually get to that point.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Here's another question. How many cities do each of you have?
I started us
I-
with 3.
Okay. I was gonna say I only have 3, so I'm not sure if it's dictated by planets or not.
Nope.
Oh, like what the type of planet you got?
I made it
Yeah.
a slightly faster game because Jason doesn't want to stay up all night, which is completely understandable.
Others.
I have 2 services in the morning. I need to get up early for one of them.
But I was nice
Yeah.
enough not to make it one city because that would have just been a jerk move.
Brutal.
What planet? Oh, I guess I can go around and look. But did you guys do random planets? Did you guys select
I
the?
chose
random.
random.
You guys all did random.
No, I always take Noxious.
Oh yeah. All right, now I'm getting some materials back. Whoops.
Hmm.
So if a mine is connected to a solar plant, and vice versa, is that still getting me resources, or is that not getting me
A
resources?
mine needs to be connected to a solar plant through the yellow chain. It doesn't matter if it's adjacent, so long as it's connected by a chain to a solar plant. If something loses power during your turn, if you can go and reconnect it, even if it's not directly to a power plant, it will still reactivate for that turn.
Okay.
The solar plants tend to have 3 connections, non-weapons tend to have 2 connections, and weapons tend to only be allowed to connect to one thing.
I see. Alright. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably pretty far behind considering not understanding I needed to be connecting things to each other. This whole, like even just now, so that means that my mines haven't been getting me stuff because they don't have any power.
Yes.
Yes, and usually it yells at you to make sure that you have it connected.
Yeah, if it did, I didn't see anything. New turn. Okay. Yeah, that made a difference. Yep.
Whoops.
Now, what if I connect this solar plant to a city and a mine? Is that depleting my energy somehow more or less, or?
No.
The only thing that uses energy is your weapons and your defenses, I believe. Maybe counterintelligence.
Okay.
But your resource generation is not used up by other resource generation.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, the counterintelligence uses a small amount of energy. The telescope arrays will consume a small amount of energy.
Yes, that's a pretty fundamental thing that I did not know. And it seems to have made a large impact on my ability to build things.
Good news is your material will last more turns than ours.
Slightly.
My what?
Your material.
Because we screwed up, we're already depleted more than you are.
Yeah.
So that's the good
Go
news.
figure.
The bad news is that you're behind. The other good news is that me and Ben are not going to attack you first, so you've got some time from us.
I'd imagine I must be astronomically behind. Because, like, I've literally, considering if what everyone said is true, I have effectively done nothing. Like, I have some mines and plants, but I've only gotten maybe not even 300 blue bar stuff every
Oh.
turn.
So basically, you're bumbling around in the dark while we're using night vision.
Yes. Like, I have a ton of yellow bar, but I've had literally like no blue bar, and I just thought, oh, this is normal. I guess eventually I'll get some blue bar, but it sounds like that's not the case. It sounds like I should have been getting blue bar this whole time.
But
yeah, I get.
You can come back for that sometimes.
Currently, I get $9.95 per turn for blue.
Yeah. So considering the fact that that's what you use to build everything, like, I've literally just been basically doing nothing this whole time. So.
Well, the good news is, oh, dang it, Nate, seriously?
Is that gonna hit? That'll be
No, it's not.
No.
Whoa!
No, it's not.
It
But
wasn't me, Ben.
I
didn't
know
fire
who
the
I'm
first shot.
fighting now.